Get ready for the action because the Dallas Mavericks just dropped to the 9th pick in the NBA draft. We're diving deep into why this shift happened and what it means for the team's future. Stick around because we have huge analysis coming up.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
Next up, we break down the post-lottery mock draft, focusing on senior NBA analyst Kevin O'Connor's take on the Dallas Mavericks, drafting Louisville guard Mikel Brown. We explore the potential of Brown and how he could fit alongside Cooper Flagg in a dynamic guard-forward tandem. You won't want to miss this insight into the Mavericks' new direction. We also look at the mechanics behind the NBA draft lottery, examining how teams like the Washington Wizards secured the first overall pick in 2026, and what the projections look like for the top prospects like AJ Dybantsa. Find out who is poised to be the next superstar in the 2026 NBA draft. Finally, we tackle the perspective on tanking and the drop to 9th in the draft order, analyzing the specific games that frustrated fans and what Dallas can do next. Don't forget to follow us on X and check back often at channel YouTube for all the latest on the Dallas Mavericks. In a significant setback for the Mavs, the Dallas Mavericks have dropped to the 9th position in the NBA draft following their lottery loss. The news, reported by Ultimate Dallas Sports Show on WFAA, details the team's disappointing outcome in the draft proceedings. Further updates regarding the Mavericks' draft performance and future prospects are expected to follow in upcoming coverage. Senior NBA analyst Kevin O'Connor has offered a post-lottery mock draft prediction, suggesting the Dallas Mavericks should select Louisville guard Mikel Brown with the 9th pick. In an analysis on The Kevin O'Connor Show, O'Connor believes the Mavericks can secure a quality guard to complement Cooper Flagg. He posits that Brown, despite past injuries, has the potential to reach the top 5 if he avoids further setbacks. O'Connor highlighted Brown's offensive prowess, noting that he scored 45 points in mid-February and possesses an unstoppable pull-up jumper, comparing his finishing ability to Manu Ginobili. The analyst praised Brown's ambidextrous finishing, ball-handling skills, quick decision-making, and passing ability, citing his capacity for jump passes out of pick-and-rolls and his ability to generate velocity with the ball. While acknowledging that Brown's injury history and early departures from his high school and college teams present unknowns, O'Connor sees the pairing of Brown and Flagg as a promising guard-forward tandem. However, he cautioned that this approach might deviate from Masa Ujiri's traditional preference for big, long-armed forwards like Kareem Lopez or Jackson Lundenborg. Ultimately, O'Connor concluded his prediction by firmly stating that Mikel Brown belongs with the Mavericks at the 9th pick for the team. The NBA draft lottery results for the 2026 draft have been announced, determining the first 4 picks for teams that did not qualify for the NBA playoffs this season. This system, which has been in place since 1985, aims to distribute top draft selections to teams needing emerging talent and provides an exciting moment for fans. The lottery utilizes a machine loaded with ping-pong balls. 14 teams that missed the postseason, including those eliminated in the play-in tournament, were assigned combinations of numbers based on their regular season records. The team with the worst record had the highest number of possible combinations, while the team with the best among the non-playoff teams had the fewest. In this year's draw, the Washington Wizards secured the first overall pick, marking the first time since 2019 that the team with the worst record received the top selection. The second pick went to the Utah Jazz, the third to the Memphis Grizzlies, and the fourth to the Chicago Bulls. These initial lottery selections will be adjusted based on subsequent draft pick trades. The process involves mixing the balls for 20 seconds before each draw and 10 seconds between balls, with a timekeeper ensuring precise intervals. After the first 4 picks are determined, the remaining 10 non-winning teams receive their draft picks based on their records, with playoff qualifying teams also receiving picks based on their standing. Looking ahead to the 2026 NBA draft, projections suggest several top prospects. According to a mock draft analysis, BYU forward AJ Dybantsa is highlighted as the top prospect. Dybantsa, a 19-year-old, has demonstrated exceptional talent, including being the NCAA scoring champion for the 2025-2026 season, a first-team All-American, a Julius Erving Award winner, and an FIBA Under-19 World Cup MVP. He is strongly positioned to be a top selection for the Wizards. Other top contenders include Kansas guard Darren Peterson, projected for the second overall pick by the Jazz, Houston guard Kingston Flemings, potentially third for the Grizzlies, and Duke forward Cameron Boozer, considered a strong fit for the Bulls at number 4. The Clippers, having acquired the 5th pick from Indiana, are seen as a solid pairing with North Carolina star forward Caleb Wilson. The 2026 NBA Draft is scheduled for June 23-24 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Fans can follow the NBA playoffs live on channel YouTube and Peacock, featuring games from Round 1 starting April 19, continuing through the Western Conference Finals in May. Sign-ups are encouraged for Peacock to access exclusive NBA features and live action. The Dallas Mavericks find themselves picking 9th in the NBA Draft following the lottery, a result that has fueled frustration among fans who had been focused on tanking for a higher selection. While the team's primary goal was to improve their draft position, they ultimately slid one spot, landing them at the 9th pick in June. The analysis suggests that the blame for this outcome may be misplaced, pointing to a combination of recent events and a misunderstanding of the lottery mechanics. Several games have been cited by fans as particularly frustrating, including the April 5 matchup against the Los Angeles Lakers, the March 12 game against the Memphis Grizzlies, and Game 82 against the Chicago Bulls. The Lakers game occurred while the Mavericks were navigating the season, and the Bulls game highlighted the competitive nature of tanking, where a Mavericks loss prevented them from tying the Milwaukee Bucks, while a Bulls loss prevented them from tying the New Orleans Pelicans. The author contends that focusing on these specific games is a form of recency bias, overlooking other impactful moments, such as early season results or favorable losses. The perspective argues that the movement in the draft order was more directly attributable to the Memphis Grizzlies' performance, which climbed from the 6th to the 3rd spot. The author posits that if Dallas had lost just one more game, they would have been in a tie with Memphis, but the final outcome hinged on a coin flip regarding the 6th spot. Ultimately, the analysis suggests that the specific combination of 4-number lottery draws was the determining factor. The author concludes that while disappointed by the early selection, the Mavericks still hold a favorable pick and have flexibility to package assets before the draft. The focus now shifts to trusting the new regime to navigate the final stages leading up to the NBA Draft.